Hi, everybody. Welcome to ZealZaddy. Sorry, I'm doing this again, but my audio was silent, and I didn't realize it. This is our first of two Magnus Archives Miami episodes today. This first one is a solo session with one player that's in sort of a compromising situation at the moment. And the later one at 9 o'clock is our usual time, and we'll be with the full group. The Magnus Archives Miami is a horror campaign that may contain material not suitable for all audiences. We explore topics from deep personal fears to existential threats to humanity, so listener discretion is advised. You can check out the Magnus Archives RPG. It was created by Monica Games based on the podcast of the same name by the Rusty Quill. If you haven't found them on YouTube, go check them out. Today's episode, this particular episode, is Darkness That Swallows You, and we're only with one player in this one. Follow us everywhere at ZealZaddy, and let's get this rolling. All right, and we are here with Walter. Or, Walter, you want to say who you are, where they can find you, all the cool stuff you're doing, and you even have a new link tree, which is cool.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Shatargat here. Um, I'm a TTRPG game designer and also a professional game master. Currently looking for players for different kind of horrors. Thank you.
Give me a second. I'm going to drop your link tree link if it wasn't already there. I don't think it was. Just so that people can find it, see all the cool games you have coming up. I know Cult is one that will draw people in. Cthulhu by Gaslight, of course. Everyone loves Victorian
Yeah,
Cthulhu.
it'll be an interesting game. It's a Gaslight era um esoteric level of Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. When last we left you, you had been walked into the liminal floor that exists between floors in in the hotel. And when the doors to the elevator closed, you were left with only the darkness and maybe the light of your phone if you had it out of your pocket. And this what's unusual is not only the darkness, which is complete. It's the silence, the limitation of sound. It seems to fall short or flat. And you're standing in this space that has no knowable end or edge or distance that you can tell from where you are. And you have a few moments to kind of gather your where you are and your thoughts. You know you're in control of yourself at the moment, but who knows for how long.
Um, I remember that Aldo was telling me something about not going too far or something.
Yeah. Yeah, he did say don't go very far. Although how far can you possibly go? It's one floor of a hotel.
Is it? So all I can see is total
You
darkness,
you see nothing. Correct.
and when I see nothing, I'll probably try to focus on my other senses, like trying to hear any kind of sound or anything else, uh, like a smell,
When
anything.
when you bring your when you calm yourself to try and concentrate outside of your sense of sight, it becomes apparent that there is a hum of building machinery that maybe is carried through in here a little bit. You hear even your breathing becomes noticeable. Somewhere there's the sound of a drip of a water drip somewhere, but it's hard to exactly discern direction in here without really just be stilling yourself to concentrate on that.
Um,
There's a creek in the distance, and suddenly you realize even though this place is pitch black, it is not completely devoid of sound. They're just subtle and distant.
I'm not really sure, but I think that starts to remind me of some of my earlier memories, like when I was in the orphanage when I was a little kid, when I was trying to find a way to leave that place or trying to hide from um, the teachers or headmaster. I don't know, but that feel, those sounds reminded me of being alone.
And it is definitely reminiscent. Even in that old building, when you were alone, there was more, you could pay attention more to the sound of the building. And even there, you could hear distant whisperings or talkings from people that you couldn't tell what they were saying, but the sound would carry through keyholes and through under doors. The building creaked. The building itself was very old, so it creaked every now and then or groaned. A strong wind would make a sound from the outside from the windmill on the roof. Here, as you distance yourself from sight, this place does the same thing. They're different sounds, but the same effect.
I'm trying to, I'm trying to reach out Lilith. Like I'm trying to focus on her existence in my mind or so. I'm not really sure. Like, hey, are you there? Can you feel this? If you can feel this, it's called nothing.
And you get nothing. You get no connection, or that you feel no.
I know that you can hear me. You can understand what I'm thinking. Because, I was there too. And there's no coming back from this.
You feel, unlike the orphanage, where you always felt the presence of others somewhere in the building. You don't know if you feel any presence of humanity here. It just feels empty. Inwardly and outwardly.
Okay, that kind of starts to disturb me further. I mean, Walter has always been some sort of outsider. But right now, he's exceeding his limits on this. Like, probably there won't be a going out. He knows that his friends uh, try to arrange something uh, to get him back, but he knew that that won't happen. So it's just a sacrifice, and I have to have all this. Probably I will go insane, and no one will cure that lunacy. So I'll just wait for
All right.
something to happen.
And you sit for an indeterminate amount of time, and you hear your body eventually react with a churning of your stomach, and you realize you've been here a while, and hunger and thirst have not left. Even in the darkness, you feel the needs of being alive.
Yeah, I think uh, I will get up and I'll try to follow some direction.
Okay? That little drip seems to be the only thing that gives you any sense of direction.
I will follow that.
You start walking for a while. You feel like you're moving further be than would be inside the building itself. And then you stumble on something solid and low.
Do I understand what it is exactly?
No, it's like you kicked something hard, but it's not a wall because it's not in front of you. It's just down low, whatever it is.
I'll try to touch.
And in front of you, there's nothing. But when you go lower, you find steps going up.
I will continue.
And when you feel the steps, they feel smooth and cold, like marble or something, like really perfectly smooth. The edges sharp. And you go up 4 or 5 steps and you hear a sound somewhere in the distance. And the drip is nearer to you, like ahead. And you hit a platform 4 or 5 steps up that seems to be flat again, like where you were before.
I will try to call out like, "Hey, is there anyone? Is there anyone out there?"
And you hear voices coming from somewhere ahead of you, but distant and indecipherable, just a collection of voice. And a dog, apparently, but no dog.
So, here's the question. Can I use my intuition or supernatural comprehension on this specific situation?
Yeah, let me open your character sheet. I forgot to have that open. And I will definitely need it open today. I would say your intuition is pinging like crazy that something isn't right here. And I'm going to give you a. You know that whatever this space you're in is obviously supernatural in some way. All of it. And what it is exactly is not clear, but it is. You do feel like the emptiness is in and of itself a threat, as is anything that feels not empty here. Maybe even more so. The water, the stairs, there has to be a purpose. And in a place that is like this, even though you know you walked further than the edge of the building could possibly be, says a lot about the space you're in. So you definitely feel like there's a threat and you're in a dangerous position. But the nature of it at the moment is not clear, outside of just loneliness and. But you're not necessarily alone. You do hear some voices, kind of in the distance.
Um, okay. Let me drop my points. All right. So, um, when I feel this um unidentified danger, we can say,
Okay.
I'll try to be silent for a while and will try to continue a little bit more. I mean, probably there will be some point that I will not, uh, I cannot take it, and I will try to drag the danger on me directly. But until that point, I'll try to be a little bit cautious because that's what I am. I'm a cautious occultist.
You follow a little further, and you feel the wetness of the dripping water dripping on your head. It's like you're walking and then doop, doop.
I will try to touch it and try to smell it.
It smells like water. I mean, it's odorless. I'll say that.
Hmm. I'll try to taste it because I don't know if it's drinkable water or something weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it tastes like water,
Okay,
just water.
probably because of my current physical situation. I will try to get at least a little bit of drips
Okay.
to be able to at least moisture my mouth.
Yeah. And while you're standing there, you move a little ahead to kind of get the water into your hands, and your foot touches something that moves when you kick it.
Oh,
There's something on the ground.
I will try to check it with my left foot.
And when you touch it, it seems to not. It moves as much. It gives way to your foot. It's not heavy, whatever it is, but it's not alive either. It doesn't seem to slither. It just seems to be there.
Okay, I'll try to understand what it is. So I'll crouch and try to touch.
It feels like a coiled rope. And one end of it, as you're feeling around, is wrapped and knotted, tied into a knot around a hook, like to anchor it
Int-
here.
Interesting. Can I collect the rope?
Yeah, it's pretty long though, but yeah, it's coiled into like it's perfectly coiled into a big spiral of rope. So collecting it is as simple as you can just lift it all up if you wanted.
Mhm. Does it does it feel like it's connected to anything?
There's
Like
a
when I
hook.
try to pull.
Yeah, there's a hook in the ground that it's tied to.
Okay. So I think I will take like with one of my hands I will grab the coil, and for the other hand it'll be ready with the hook. So if someone comes up, I can throw it. I don't know.
No, the hook is mounted to the ground. It's
Oh,
a, it anchors the rope so that it won't like it anchors the rope like a mountain climber would do,
oh, I see.
not like a grappling hook you would throw.
Okay. Hmm. Um, I will try to understand if it's connected to something like a lid. I don't know.
No lid, but as you check the area around, you feel the platform kind of go down a little bit, a few feet away from where you are.
Oh shit! Here we go. I think I will climb down.
Okay, you take a step and you stand and you realize you're on a step that's a little lower than the step you're in now. With your investigation skill, you can actually tell this is probably the same distance down as the step that you came up to get to this platform. Like if that was if that was a half a meter, this would be a half a meter. Like it was perfect symmetry to this step versus the step that you had climbed up to here.
um, I'll stop for a second and we'll try to understand the purpose of this area.
Okay.
Since I cannot see anything, I cannot understand the concept of the surroundings right now.
Yeah, so you can take a moment and with your investigation skill, you can feel that you're actually on a spiral staircase, it seems, that goes down. And it goes around a huge circle that is a hole in this platform. And it feels like it's a very slowly descending stairway.
Hmm. Okay, probably I will keep the coil with me, and I will descend to the stairs.
Okay. And you start walking, and it's a fairly it's a very lightly sloped descent, but it keeps going. And from somewhere up above, you hear like a chattering, like a tooth chattering sound, and you hear breathing. And as you like listen around, the voices you had heard earlier, you realize they're from below. Like there are voices just wisping up from the depths of this spiral staircase.
Okay, so I'm getting into something's lair right now. So, I'll be like, hey, the weird thing that caught my friend before, is that you?
You're in my in my home now, Walter.
I know. I had an agreement.
What to do with you? That's the question I'm pondering. You're hungry and thirsty, and I'm always hungry.
Wait, you're not thirsty?
I don't drink the same as you.
I know. I was just kidding. Anyways, um, you
And
you know
you
that.
hear this voice is from above you, not below.
Oh,
Like you've gone down a
uh,
couple steps of the spiral staircase. That voice is from above. The moaning voices or whatever are from below.
where are you exactly? Above or below?
I could feed on you, and who knows what longevity or even power I would gain from swallowing you both. Where you gain, you get 2 stress, and we're in horror mode. And you hear a shuffling step down the stairs.
Wait,
Just
wait a second.
1 or 2. Okay.
I have to say that my stress level is 5 now.
Okay. You, but that comes with caveats, like Alder's subsummation. Wait, or would it be sublimation? The powers he can unleash, and by taking you, I risk that. And you feel the shuffling come down a couple more steps. But my hunger is insatiable when I have fresh food.
You know that if you don't let me go, my friends will at least try to come after you.
In my home, they have. Although there is something that I could use you for beyond feasting on you.
All I can say is, have you ever heard the concept called duality?
I'm listening.
It's something like there is the light and there's the darkness. Without light, there's no darkness. Without darkness, there's no light. That means if your home is powerful to you, there's something out there that makes it powerless. And my friends are pretty much aware of uh, this kind of equations. So,
They asked me to allow you in, and you hear shuffling of feet and taking a few more steps down very slowly. The duality you speak of is irrelevant when you're in my home. The mathematics don't make sense. There is no duality in this darkness.
So be it.
Although there is one thing that concerns me. First, I can smell the scent of you, and it is all-consuming in my mind. The feast would be wonderful. But there is also a hole in my home that I cannot see in. In the Institute, there was a space that my mathematics and my knowledge of can't see through. And I wonder if I should use you to access that, to understand what is missing.
Why would I do that?
You seem to be fearful of what I could do, and you hear her shuffle down a couple steps, maybe speed up down a few more steps to your flesh, your mind. No, not yours, to both of your flesh and mind. And you feel a warmth kind of rolling up inside your body. Oh, there's something going on in you that how aware are you of your predicament?
That's kind of irrelevant of our current situation, because I came here to offer Lilith in exchange of me to go away. If you don't do that, that shows that you will not honor any kind of agreement. So why would I do anything for you at this point? You will not keep your promise anyways. You have to give me something that I could trust, and then we can try to see through the weird hole.
The weird hole you're climbing into, that I know what is in the hole.
I know. I meant whatever you're talking.
Oh, the one above. Oh, that is a concern. I'm honestly considering allowing myself to remain hungry and allowing you your freedom again. But I can't, in good conscience, allow you out without some guarantees. And you hear shuffling down some more steps, and you feel like they're slowly gaining on where you are down the stairs.
I still cannot see anything, right?
No.
So, more likely Walter is trying to see something through the darkness. I mean, still he's trying to see something. So, what is the deal?
I cannot make a deal from this distance. I will move closer. I have to at least feel your flesh to know. And you hear the footsteps speed up a little bit. And the warmth in your body starts to do something unusual. You start to get a dim bit of light from your body. A fiery glow that gives you a tiny bit of sight. You can see the edges of a few stairs. The wall has little knobs on them, little bumps. Precise, not natural, like precise little bumps. And the stairs don't have a handhold. They're just flat stone that go down one after another. One misstep.
Yeah, I can fall down.
Yeah, and you would fall in. The rope looks solid though, and you have the coil that's slowly uncoiling as you go down further. And this room is really large. You can't see across it. This hole, I mean.
I will probably try to go back to the steps. I mean the stepping sound, because now I want to face the source. I want to look it in its eyes if I can.
So you're gonna go back upwards on the stairs?
Yeah, I'll try to get closer to my bargainer.
And as you turn, you hear, no, you can't do it. You'll never get what you want. And this is from below. You need to help us. We can get out of here together, all of us. We can all get out. Let's get out of here. Quiet. And then they'll go quiet.
I will just look back over my shoulder, and then I'll take my steps upwards. I'm going back.
And as you're going forward, eventually this creature comes into your dim light and is right in front of you. Blind, no eyes, teeth that chatter as it talks, fingers that are long and sinuous and dexterous, taller than you would have thought, with a dull gray or gray-black tint to their skin, although in this darkness, it's really hard to even know if there's color at all. You are here then for me.
So, you have a face.
And she looks at you for a moment, although her face tilts towards you. There are no eyes. And she puts her hand to go and touch your face.
All right in that moment, can I focus on spreading heat on the hand?
Make me an intro.
I have 12.
And your hands warm up, not to an uncomfortable level for you or anything, but definitely they heat.
Can I move that heat towards my face when he touches?
It seems like you've actually created the heat everywhere on you, but it doesn't seem to hurt you.
Um, I just wanted to um,
Hold on, I'm going to close my door.
okay.
Okay.
Um, I just wanted to give this thing a better insight about uh, how warm I could be. That
Right.
that that was my purpose.
Right. To create an unnatural warmth that feels like you could raise it at will.
Okay, so I'll just try to burst it as much as I can when it tries to touch my face. But I will stand there. I will be looking at its face. Like I'm trying to show that. I mean, I already sacrificed myself. There was no guarantee to leave this place from the beginning. So um, anything in this liminal place can torture me. I'm willing to stay here if Lilith is still with me. So they can do whatever they want. I'm here. Come at me, bro.
And her hand comes to your face, and you smell a heat from its hand, and its hand pulls back quickly. That's interesting that you have made I don't know what the word is. You have become one with your possessor.
Because I am the torch, and how uh whatever you are always a firebug.
My word, you think you are still alive, don't you? You are merely maintained. A conscious vessel, yes. But can't you sense the inevitability of your predicament? I could
Uh
put an end to it here, and you are weakening. I know you know that. It's just a matter of time before you succumb to whomever you have inside you.
uh Small news for you. When I came here, it was my plan, and I came here willingly. So, if I can leave this place with my own body and soul, that would be an extra. And that's what my friends asked. It was not my it was not my plan. It was not my um, bargain. But I just want my I just want my friends be happy. That's all. I already
Let's
sacrificed myself.
let's see the sacrifice. And she pushes you. Can get a might roll from you? A might defense check.
Okay. I have something about it. I have something about it.
Okay.
I'm trained with might defense. Yay. Yay. So I have I have decreasing my experience points to reroll.
Wait, was it a one or a two?
It was 6.
Okay. All right, you can reroll.
Now it's 3. Damn it!
You slide off the edge. Make me a speed roll to get a good grip on the rope.
Okay. Wait a second. Do I have anything about speed? Come on. Come on. Come on. Um, um, I don't think so. It's 13.
Okay. Oh, just what you needed, just where you needed it to be. So as you're being thrown off this thing, you grab the rope, but you feel yourself fall as it uncoils. So you go a pretty long way, and when you hit the bottom of it, the rope, it burns your hands as you slide down, holding it as tight as you can.
Oh.
And something unusual happens to you. You explode into a fiery mass in the middle of this spiral staircase on your way down. And when you look down as you're falling, you realize there are bodies, and the spiral gets narrower and narrower, it looks like. And then there are bodies that look like they have deformed into a shape to fill the space that they've fallen into. They've been there so long that their bodies are no longer human form. They're just bits of bone and gelatinous flesh, but heads that are staring up at you, obviously still alive, but unable to realize their own predicament. Like they've never been able to move once they were there, but their bodies morphed to fill the space that they were in. And you go, and the fire dissipates quickly, and then you swing back and you hit the wall. You take a. Do you have armor on? You don't have anything armor like a leather jacket or
No.
anything like that, so you take a point of damage from hitting the wall, and there are no stairs this far down. The stairs just end abruptly. So you're hanging from the rope.
Oh, shit.
Help! You can help us. You can get us out of here. Please, we just want to be out of this place. And all
Just
of
shut
them
up!
are a cacophony of people that are in fear. You can join them if you want. You just let go of the rope. You could feed me from there.
So, I'll try to do something like, um, let's say that this is the spiral stairs, and I'm here. I will try to swing myself, so maybe I can just spiral into the stairs.
Okay. All right, I'll give you a roll. That
Okay,
would be it'd be speed based. Let me see your skills. You have no real
nothing
skills
helpful.
related to it, but yeah,
Yeah, not.
just need a good roll. So far, you've had mostly bad, so the luck will balance out eventually, right? We hope.
I have 9.
Okay.
By the
So
way, I had to roll twice because my first roll was um in between.
okay. Yeah, you're not able to swing it that way. The only way you're going to be able to get up is by climbing the rope,
Uh,
which is a might. It requires might.
uh, I'll try that. I'll
Okay.
try to uh, go up. Come on.
20.
Yes,
Okay.
natural 20.
So you're able to climb up, and it doesn't take you long before you hit at least one, um, the bottom rung. I don't want to call it rung because it kind of spirals up the whole way, but you hit the bottom edge of the stairs where you can climb to, and you're able to slip up onto it, and you hear from above the shuffling of feet working their way down.
Uh, I'm kind of talking to myself. I mean, to Lilith, and like you always have to be a pain in the ass, right?
Yeah,
I'm
you do
having
know
all of
that.
this shit. I'm having all of this shit just because of you. You couldn't find anyone else. You couldn't just leave me, right? You have to be a pain for all those years. Damn it. Okay. If you don't help me with your powers, I will try to control them for you and me.
Make me
Hmm.
a roll on your chart.
Okay. So let's see. Come on, come on, come on. I have 10.
Whenever you roll on that chart, you always roll the most mediocre numbers. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Never roll high or low on it at all. 10. So, in this case, Lilith is tries to blurt out something but can't get anything out. Um, so, in this case, you're in control
Okay.
because you were already in control. You're not losing control.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't know what to do at this point, but uh probably because of the movies and comics and cartoons and stuff, I will try to create some sort of fire around my hands.
And you do so.
Whoa. Uh,
You see
no.
you see your skin blistering under it, but fire is rolling out of you.
And now I will try to gather that fire together to create a Hadouken. Because I don't know what to do right now. I'm doing some sort of crazy shit. Like I feel a little bit of Jackie Chan or Jim Carrey right now. Like weird ideas flowing through
You're
my mind.
you're
So
able to make the fire from your hands, but you can't like fireball it or anything. It doesn't happen like that.
go, go. No. Okay, I just tried. Uh I don't know. What I don't know what can I do with this. Uh
So the deal then will be you will find this hole for me, and I will let you live and escape my home here. And you hear it from several several staircase spirals up, but coming downwards toward slowly working its way down to where you are again.
uh what about what about eat some human leftovers on the ground?
You've proven yourself. I am not going to devour you today. I'm going to if you give me the deal, you will walk away alive.
Uh,
as much as you are.
you are just an untrustworthy host that um, pushes me to the edge, both literally and um, figuratively.
You tried to bring heat to my hand and burn me.
You wanted to touch me, and trying to touch this body has a price.
There must be a handshake for a deal to happen. If I have to pay the
I-
price
It's
of that,
it's called handshake, not a headshake.
I'm coming to you. And we will formalize this.
Okay, I'll wait for her.
And she comes down. And you see with the fire on your hands. No eyes, just the face. I need to know. I need to find this place, and you can find it. You are the only one I think that I can trust to do so. Even Alder, I think, would obfuscate. And it puts its hand out like this, and then it turns it into a shake, into a handshake.
And my burning hand uh, starts to withdraw the fire and the heat, and now it's just a warm right hand. And
And
when the hands meet, I will say that if you try to fool me about this, I will break the seal and you will regret.
the hand slips in and tightens around your hand, like the long, sinewy hands are really strong. We will go together. And the body disappears, and you feel this weird sensation through your hand into your body.
Now we're three people. Beautiful.
And you start to get nauseous. You taste like flesh in your mouth and blood, and you feel a fiery angriness inside of you that is new. But you also can see.
Okay. I'll just yell at the space and say, um, try to be nice to each other, at least for a while.
And the denizens at the bottom of the spiral they go silent, and you have a long walk up the spiral ahead of you.
Uh, I will I will follow the stairs and follow the directions.
You get up to the top, and when I say see, it's not sight like you're used to. It's more like everything looks like sketched or drawn lines, like an architectural drawing. Edges of things have just a solid line, in white against the blackness of the space. The stairs themselves look like they're drawn with a CAD program or something. Just perfect symmetry and positioning. Materials seem to be not really there. They're just black with white lines and sketchy lines at that sometimes. When you get to the
Can
top, yeah, go on. Sorry.
can we say that it's something like digital blueprint?
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's a perfect example.
Okay, probably my first reaction would be something like trying to touch the walls and the surface, trying to understand what I'm seeing.
And you feel the it feels like marble again, cold, smooth, along the stairwell, the circular stairwell.
And another
The
question:
bumps.
can I see through the surface, like edge
No,
of another surface?
no.
Okay.
Um, and as you walk, you finally get to the top of the stairwell, and you realize you're on a big platform that is a circle, and the rope has the little hook there, and there's a place where the water drips, and you see the water just drip right next to the rope, like it's meant to draw people to the rope. Weirdly, the water falls out of nothingness above. Like there is no edge or roof or ceiling here. Where there are things, there's very little, and they just seem to be a floor that goes on into a horizon.
So, what do you want me to do now? Hey,
In the distance, in in a direction, you do see columns that rise up out of the floor.
do we go? Do we stay? Give me a side. At least you can do that, right?
And you get nothing. There's just it's the only direction you can see anything.
Um, Another interesting question. How do I see myself? Or do I see myself at all?
Um, I think you would. I think you would see yourself as yourself as a person, like not like the drawn, sketched items. The only
Okay.
naturalistic thing.
Okay, so I'll continue to the columns.
As you get to the columns, you see a line in space that is odd. It's beyond the columns, but there's just like a solid single line that comes from the floor up maybe, you know, half a meter taller than you, higher than you, but like a single line.
Um, is there a way to climb up?
There's no need to climb. You mean to get on the top of the line? The line is just like a line in space, just like a single line. Like it doesn't have a three-dimensional form. Make me
Uh,
a what would it be? It would be a perception check. Actually, you have investigation. You would see it.
I have both, but
Yeah,
perception is specialized.
yeah. On the floor, there is a little circular button that says your floor and part of a plate. And it's just on the floor in front of the line.
Okay, so I will place myself and press the button, I think.
On the floor, like leaving it on the floor.
Um, I don't know. At least I will see how the button works. Not
Yeah.
sure if it elevates me.
No, you have to. It's something you can pick up. You can press it on the floor and it does nothing, but you can pick
Oh,
it up.
okay.
It's like a little
Does
button
it
on a plate.
does, does it look like the button when Alder and
Yes.
Jack
Yeah.
Sam, sorry.
Sam. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why is this here? Um,
Doesn't do
I
anything.
keep I keep pressing on the button.
Okay.
I'm expecting to have something like, come on, come on.
No.
Nothing. What is this line? I'll try to touch and understand what the line is. Like, uh, is this just a line with space around it, or
Yeah. It
is
seems
this?
to be space around it. Just
Can
a
I
void.
touch the line?
Yep.
Can I pull it?
No.
um, do I have to climb it? Mm, I'll try to climb.
Okay. Yeah. It's impossible to climb because it doesn't have dimension. It doesn't have depth.
Um, I don't have Euclidean geometric skills for it, so um, I will check the surroundings a little bit more. I will try to find any other clues because I'm really confused right now.
Make me an investigation check.
All right. Actually, I don't have investigation. I have perception, research.
You have focus ability. Investigate.
Oh,
You can apply efforts to
yeah.
intellect-based tasks.
Okay. I have 13
Okay.
and um I don't know if that means anything, but I have my edge and
Well, Edge allows you um, to spend effort more cheaply.
okay.
You're you're as you're spending time looking at this, it dawns on you that the columns match the columns in the hotel, like they're in the same positions. Because the hotel is kind of a long wedge, and these seem to be like a long wedge. Then they wrap around, and where you're standing, you think you would be standing at the elevator. The line
Oh,
might be the point between the elevator doors.
oh. Uh open. Open. Come on, open.
Nothing.
um um I'll try to find a similar space with the elevator itself.
Yep, you can imagine it. It seems to be, it would be here. The elevator doors would be about here and come down.
Okay, so if the elevator space would be here, the buttons should be somewhere here. And now,
And when you hold the button up, it snaps into a space there and floats in the air. And you press the button, and the doors, and you are looking into the elevator, and the button falls off the wall.
uh, I want to catch it in the air and get into the elevator.
You get in the elevator, and the doors close, and you see the space in the building itself. Now that you're no longer in the liminal space, almost like you're seeing it as mathematical lines and projections, even here. But it's like they're transposed over your visuals of texture and all of that. And you can sense or see through walls.
And um, what do I see exactly? Is it still the liminal space or?
No, the liminal space is on the other side of the doors. When the elevator closed, you're
Oh,
in normal
so
space. You're in the hotel, in the elevator
oh
that Don Domingo would normally be operating,
oh,
but he's not
I'm
there.
I'm done right now. Damn it. And I'm uh, uh I'll try to think like, so where do we go? Where do we go?
And you hear nothing from either of your passengers, and your hands are no longer hot and burning.
There's, something's wrong.
Sorry, my dog was barking again.
um I would try to warm up my hand once again.
No,
Come on, come
it
on.
it doesn't do it.
Um, can I go back to the office?
Yeah, you can press the elevator button to 3,
I'll do that.
and you press the button. It goes up to 3, and the doors open, and you walk out, and you're on the floor, and the office is right there.
I'm still looking at myself, checking the surroundings. Uh, do I still have the button?
Yeah, but now it doesn't look mathematical. It looks like a construct, like it's made of metal and plastic. And
Um, I want to check the others if that's possible because I still can understand what's going on here. Is this a real thing or is this an imaginary moment for me? Because basically, if everything's real, the creature devoured Lilith probably, but that means I unleashed it. On the other hand, I don't think that it's the thing, but they might neutralize each other, or maybe they both want to make me suffer so they don't help at all. I don't know. So I will go back to the office.
And you head back to the office, and you open the doors, and this is where we're going to end this session because you're going to run into them, and this will lead into the session for tonight.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining us for this short solo session today. We will see you tonight at 9. Have a good night. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.